Every March 17th, people around the world celebrate St. Patrick's Day, wearing green, raising pints, and talking about shamrocks and leprechauns. But how much do we really know about the man behind the legend? Was St. Patrick truly the man who drove all the snakes out of Ireland? Did he really use the shamrock to explain the Trinity? And what miracles did he actually perform? Today, we're uncovering the real story of St. Patrick, his journey from captivity to sainthood, the legends that surround him, and the lasting impact he left on Ireland. Welcome to Mysterious Adventures Tours, where history and legend collide. Let's begin. First, let's set the record straight. St. Patrick wasn't Irish. He was born around 385 AD in Roman Britain, which is now Scotland or Wales. His real name? Maewyn Succat. At just 16 years old, Patrick was kidnapped by Irish raiders and taken across the sea to Ireland. He was sold into slavery and forced to work as a shepherd in the hills of County Antrim. Just imagine being taken from your home as a teenager, forced to live in isolation in a foreign land. Patrick spent 6 years in captivity, often alone with nothing but his faith to keep him going. But Patrick's story doesn't end in captivity because one night he had a vision that changed everything. Patrick later claimed that in a dream, God told him to escape. Following the vision, he traveled nearly 200 miles on foot to the coast, where he miraculously found a ship that took him back home. And here's a great question for you. If you were taken captive and had a dream telling you to escape, would you even risk it? Patrick could have stayed home, but his story takes an unexpected turn. After years of religious study, he had another vision, this time a message calling him back to Ireland. In his dream, he saw the Irish people begging him to return and teach them his faith. He trained as a priest, took the name Patricius, and against all odds, he returned to the land where he once was a slave, not for revenge, but to bring his message of faith. But it wasn't easy, as you can imagine. Many resisted him, and he was even imprisoned for a short time. But Patrick's influence grew, and his legend was just beginning. Would you have the courage to return to a place where you once were a captive? One of the most famous stories about St. Patrick is that he used a three-leaved shamrock to explain the concept of the Holy Trinity: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But here's where the history gets tricky. This story wasn't written down until centuries after Patrick's death. While it's a great symbol, there's no actual proof that he ever used the shamrock in his teachings. Do you think this is a true story, or just a legend passed down through time? Many stories tell of St. Patrick performing miracles across Ireland. Here are just a few of them. He created sacred wells where people could be baptized, some of which still exist today. He convinced entire villages, including powerful kings, through his teachings. One of the most famous stories is how Patrick defied the High King of Tara by lighting a fire that no one else was allowed to light, a bold change that led to his widespread acceptance. One of the most famous legends about St. Patrick is that he drove all the snakes out of Ireland. But did he really? It's a powerful image, but here's the truth. Ireland never actually had snakes. Scientists say that since the last ice age, the island's cold climate and isolation made it impossible for snakes to survive. So what does this story really mean? Many believe the snakes were actually a metaphor for the old pagan religions and druidic traditions that Patrick helped to replace with Christianity. But hey, do you think Patrick really banished snakes? Or was this just a symbolic way of saying he brought change to Ireland? St. Patrick's story is a blend of history, myth, and faith, a tale of resilience, miracles, and transformation. Want to experience Ireland's history firsthand? Join Mysterious Adventures Tours and explore the beauty of Ireland for yourself. Like and subscribe, and tell us which St. Patrick's myth fascinates you the most.